Now, live from downtown Roanoke, it's the Freedom First St. Patrick's Day Parade with your hosts, Gene Jadhun and Brent Watts.
Good morning and welcome to the Freedom First St. Patrick's Day Parade and Shamrock Festival. I'm Gene Jadhun with your hometown station, along with Chief Meteorologist Brent Watts. Brent, did I just see the sun kind of trying to peek out?
I think so. We've been fighting a few showers all morning long, and obviously you can tell by the pictures there that you've been seeing that did not deter folks. It did not deter folks from coming out today by any means, because it has been such just a huge turnout. It never disappoints any time, but this year looks really, really big.
It has been snowing on St. Patrick's Day Parade Day. It has been raining. It has been cold. It's been warm, and it does not matter. People in this community love this event, and they always come out. You can see, Brent, the crowds behind us lining up along Jefferson Street as we get close to the time that the marchers and all the floats and events will start coming down Jefferson Street toward us.
Yeah, and I got down here probably around 8:30 this morning. I was just kind of driving through, seeing how things were, and there were already a couple folks that were already out here with their umbrellas, so they came prepared today. We've been preparing everybody the past couple of days. Just dress accordingly, and you know, the weather should not deter you from coming out to an event like this, as long as you, as long as you come prepared, and it looks like folks did.
I noticed it seems that the temperature's gone up at least 5 degrees since I've been out here. It's a little bit breezy, but it is not bad considering what it could be. Considering how we started our week on Monday with a snowy day, it's actually pretty darn nice out here today.
And if you guys are watching us from home, welcome, and thanks so much for tuning in today. We got a lot of great entries, over 70 entries this year. Some are some brand new ones. Others are going to be some familiar faces, and we look forward to talking to you about those as they come down. The street parade starting at 11 o'clock. But again, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes before the floats begin to reach here where we're at the judging station.
And one gentleman came up to us a little while ago and said, you have to watch for my granddaughter. She's going to be in entry number, 5, I think, 3 or 5.
But you got to tell him. She said she'll be the one wearing green. And Gene's
right.
Wait a minute.
I said, hang on a second. I don't think that's going to help us find who she is. Let's head down to WDBJ7 reporter Nisi Payne. She is in the thick of it all. How's it going, Nisi?
Hey, Brent and Gene. Oh, my gosh, this is so fantastic. The parade is about to get underway. You can just feel the excitement here today. It is so awesome. I mean, look at all the smiles on people's faces. You guys say hi to the camera. Yes, they are having such a great time, and they are ready to get this St. Patrick's Day parade kicked off. Lots of people dressing up in style, so I am loving it, guys.
Nisi, always such a great turnout. Usually a couple, 2 or 3 people deep sometimes lining the roads today, and it seems like that's going to be the case. And, of course, we've got just the parade, but there's a lot of other things that are going on today, too. This is not just the parade, but a Shamrock Festival, too.
Yeah, that goes all the way through 5 o'clock, and it includes all sorts of events, adult beverages, craft vendors, also live music from the Empty Bottles Dancing Chicken Band and Gasoline Alley. And, of course, there's a kids zone. This is really a family-friendly event. There's a kids zone from noon till 5. The parade, though, is officially starting, Brent. I think we can see the very beginning. Freedom First, of course, leading things off behind Roanoke City Police patrols.
Yeah, I got a little background. Freedom First, this is a new sponsor this year, and so Freedom First is sponsoring, and they said this float, you're not going to believe it when you see it. When it gets down here a little bit closer, they said so much time and effort and money went into this float. They actually had some dancers, recruited some dancers, so it's going to be really cool to see that come down here. And, of course, they spared no expense there since they're one of the big sponsors this year. So look forward to seeing that. Apparently a big tree on that float. A giant tree.
I'm excited to see that. There are a lot of work went into a lot of the floats that are coming down today. And, of course, we're going to have your hometown station. I think Robin Reed is down the street, so you'll want to stick around. Robin Reed, we'll see if he was brave enough to wear the green DBJ T-shirt, or if he had to layer up for the weather.
I'm thinking layering is a good idea today.
Anyway, lots of stuff going on. There's also Corned Beef and Company's Celtic Celebration today with performances from the Roanoke Pipers Club. Second Wind and others, that goes on from 10 till 5. Right on Jefferson Street between Campbell and Salem. And Brent, you were saying 2 or 3 deep. I'm seeing like a 5 or 6 deep. And then down by Campbell, it's easily 10 deep. The crowds have really, it's amazing. People were smart. They didn't come out too early. But in the last 15, 20 minutes, it's really started to.
Yeah, and I think people learn too.
The crowds have grown.
Kind of stay in their cars until the last second and then walk on down. So, this is nothing new, guys. This has been a parade that's been going on now, for 25 years, right? I mean, this is a huge parade for this area. So a lot of people come out every single year, and they know the tricks. Just kind of wait. You find the good parking spots, and, you just wait and come on out.
You come on out. Yes, it was started by the City of Roanoke Special Events Committee 25 years ago. That's a little trivia question for you. I'm going to ask you another trivia question as we wait for the parade to arrive, Brent. So I'm putting you on the spot. Don't look.
Okay, I'm not looking.
No looking.
I'm terrible.
We have a trivia question for you. Where was St. Patrick from originally? Where was he born, I should say? Where was St. Patrick born? No looking, no peeking.
He was not born in Ireland or a specific part of Ireland?
Do you know at home? I have choices for you. Ireland, Great Britain, or France? Brent, give me a guess.
Well, I'm guessing Ireland since it's an Irish. What?
I'm sorry, you're wrong. It is Great Britain.
No kidding.
Actually, St. Patrick was brought as captured and brought as a slave to Ireland, and he worked there for years before.
Interesting.
Yes.
So this is good. This is good trivia. I like this.
That's good. We're learning something today. My boss taught me something yesterday, too. St. Patty's is Paddys.
Not T's.
Not Pattys.
And
I did not know that.
I've seen that so many times, too, written out. And then I even heard some folks saying that, too. I was like, oh, apparently that's a common mistake people are making. So Freedom First, of course, going to be one of our first floats today, but you can see the folks already lining up back behind that. 70 entries today. It's going to be a really great parade, and you're going to see not just people, but humans and animals in this parade, too. We've got a lot of animal entries coming up. Oh, I see some confetti flying.
I do too.
That's going to be a fun time.
It looks like the rain stopped. The Freedom First Big Rig is the first beginning of this parade. It was designed, actually, Freedom First, folks tell us, to reflect the goals they have for each member of our community. So I'm curious to see what it's all about when that big rig makes its way closer and we can see.
Yeah, and of course, we've got a lot going on today. The Freedom First Kids Zone, that's running from 12 to 5 today, Salem Avenue. That's going to be in front of the Taubman Museum of Art and Market Square. Games, inflatables, lots of things for the families, too. So, again, the parade and then lots of fun afterwards.
Niecy Payne, what are you seeing where you are? I notice I've seen a lot of children and a lot of dogs out here this morning.
Yeah, you guys said that there will be humans and animals, and I got a beautiful animal here. This is Molly. She has her boa on. She has her T-shirt and pants, and this is Molly's owner. This is Andrew. So, Andrew, tell us a little bit about Molly.
Well, Molly is an 8-year-old English Mastiff. I had her since she was a puppy. We try to get out and socialize her every now and then. She's more of a couch potato than anything else, but she is definitely a daddy's girl. So the biggest misconception when people see a big dog is, 1, it's a boy, and 2, they're terrifying. So we're just out to break that mold, and it's, she's just a very cooperative, gentle giant.
Yes, she is definitely a gentle giant. She is bringing joy everywhere she goes today. Now, here's the big question. How long did it take you to dress her this morning?
It took about 5-6 minutes.
Is she on board with the whole outfit?
I don't know if she's on board with it, but she's definitely not fighting it, so...
I absolutely love this. Now, why exactly did you decide to get Molly? You said you served in the Navy?
Yes, I served 10 years in the Navy, and when I was getting out, I decided that I wanted to have a big dog, So I got her when I was getting ready to leave from overseas, and my mom helped take care of her when she was a puppy until I got back, and then I've had her ever since. So.
Oh, that is so awesome. Well, Andrew and Molly, I hope that you guys have a great time today at the parade. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow, guys. I was looking at Molly standing up. Mm-hmm. I mean, those are human pants that are on that dog. I mean, the pants are full-size pants. That is a big dog, Jean.
And Molly was being so good. If I brought my dog Sammy down here, he would be pulling to see everything and to go everywhere. And then Molly's being wonderful. I want to know if Molly will let me borrow that boa. I like the boa. Also, Did you know there's the Old English Mastiff Rescue coming up in the parade, entry 62? So we're going to see some more Mastiffs coming down Jefferson a little bit later, a little ways into the parade. Entry 62, give you an idea of how many entries are in this year's 2018 Freedom First St. Patrick's Day Parade.
So you guys can already see the first float, the Freedom First. There's coming right in front of the Patrick Henry, just to give you guys a little bit of a reference point there. And you can see the tree that is sticking up above the back of the tractor trailer there. And it is going to be a massive, massive float. We understand that a lot of time and effort's been into that one. And of course, it should be them being Freedom First being the title sponsor for this year's parade. So, Gene, tell me about today. You're a little nervous, I know, because of, like, what do I wear? It's either going to shower, or it's going to be cold, or it's going to be, cloudy.
This actually seems to be the case every St. Patrick's Day. I get a little stressed out about what I'm going to wear. We have green T-shirts, WDBJ7 T-shirts, which you'll see when our crew comes down. But is it going to be T-shirt weather? And then about 2 weeks ago, if you remember, Brent, and if you at home remember, Brent, I think, was forecasting, and this was a long time ago, so I'm not holding him to it, but it was supposed to be like 61 degrees and sunny today, and I thought, I'm not going to need a jacket.
Yeah, a week ago.
I'm not going to need anything, right? And then, of course, the parade forecast changed, and so I went out and picked up a green jacket yesterday.
All right, so we've got some stilt walkers there. Yeah. So cool. They're walking up towards the parade, kind of meeting them up there, getting the crowd already. And I have seen them do this before. This is incredible.
Maybe we should try this as a 7 at 4 hometown adventures. Of course, I might break a leg or something, Brent. What do you think?
They're coming right behind us right now. They are looking snazzy.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know how they do that.
I don't know how they get up there to begin with. So how do you get up on those stilts? Interesting. But they're going to meet up there. The parade coming right in front of the Patrick Henry Hotel right now, in front of the library, past in front of the library now. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be making its way down here. Look at all the kids having fun today, grabbing a little snack before the parade officially gets to them, the anticipation.
And everyone is decked out in green, but did you know the initial color for St. Patrick was not green? Brent, do you know what color it was?
Oh, I'm going to say
I'm putting Brent on the spot.
I'm going to say, since a lot of folks have Irish red beards, I'm going to say it was red.
Oh, that's a good reasoning. But wrong. Wrong again. It was actually blue.
Oh.
It was actually blue. And it did not, they didn't change it till green, they don't think, until it became really part of the Ireland heritage. And, of course, Ireland being the Emerald Isle. And so green, that St. Patrick's Day and green became, one and the same. Oh, wow. Look at that aerial view. Brent, you were talking about that tree on the Freedom First big rig coming down the street here on Jefferson.
Yeah, we'll get a closer view of that. So it looks like a giant tree and a rainbow with that. And I'm looking for the pot of gold. We'll see if we'll get a closer look at that when it gets closer to us. But I think it goes to show you how massive this thing is. It expands the entire length of that trailer bed there. And understand that there are some dancers that are on that, and they had some folks that were recruited for this float. I'm sure there's some some of the coworkers there on there as well. But it
was the Freedom First employees and local partners that actually volunteered their time to plan the float and build it. And the rainbow actually has a meaning. It's to help every person discover their own financial success. The pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. And so that's what this float is all about this morning from Freedom First.
I see that pot of gold, Gene.
I see it too.
It looks like maybe some kids on there. Maybe those are some of the family members.
Oh, I'm sure they are. That must have taken a lot of work.
One of the top 10 in the entire United States, so that is awesome. And at the end of this parade, they're all going to get together and go and
so you can see the folks are waving at the parade now. It is now getting close to the judging station. And these floats will be judged today. And they've got usually the best Irish theme, the best business float, the best nonprofit float, best neighborhood float to be judged on, and then overall, the best overall. And the last year, the Western Virginia Water Authority won best overall float. So we'll see who is up for that this year. But I tell you, this is going to be a tough float to beat right here, the Freedom First float.
I agree. This is setting the bar quite high in the competition for the best overall float.
This looks like something from like Disney World right here, I mean, a lot went into this thing.
It's going right behind us now, and I'm getting a first-hand look. And wow, it is really quite the float.
So I understand that this is a fiberglass tree that was created just for this float and designed for the float.
Dedicated employees and local partners volunteered their time in building this float, which was designed.
Freedom First has told us that they are focused on giving back to the community, and by sponsoring this parade and having such a large presence that is part of that. Certainly a lot of time and effort went into this, Brent. This was not a last-minute float. No way.
No, I understand there was months that went into creating this this first float in the parade.
Yeah, look at all the shamrocks. Then you have the rainbow, the pot of gold, and like you said, that fiberglass tree. That would look nice on our weather deck, I think, on the hometown patio. Would it not?
Yeah, I think you're right. And we wouldn't have to water it, which is great. And maybe we could weight it down so it doesn't blow over when we get the windy weather.
And it might provide some shade on those hot days when we're out there on the hometown patio. I like it. I think we might have to.
We'll have to talk to those Freedom First folks and see if we can snag that.
One thing I love about St. Patrick's Day and the entire Irish culture is the dance. And coming up after the Freedom First big rig, we are going to have some New River Irish dancers. I'm so looking forward to them. You can kind of get a glimpse of them. They're warming up a little bit behind that, and I can't wait to see those dancers coming up, Brent.
Yeah, and Gene, we have so many entries this year. Oh, there's the confetti again, guys. It's all coming out. So yeah, so many dancers here today. We've got some baton groups that are going to be coming up a little bit later on. So there's a little something. I know we always say this, a little something for everyone, but there is a little something for everyone I think you're going to enjoy today. And I know the dancers are trying to stay warm, and I think this is it's good for them to be moving and keep moving.
We need to get up and do an Irish jig to help us stay warm. That's not a bad idea.
I like your thinking.
What you think?
Yes, I like your thinking. So you're getting an area view of them right now, the New River Irish Dance Group. They're going to do a little presentation there for the camera, but they're located in Blacksburg. They have traditional dance lessons to boys and girls, ages 3 to adults, ranging from beginner to world champion level, they say.
Wow, that's impressive. So happy St. Patrick's Day from the New River Irish Dance Group. And it's they have their feet in such unison.
Yeah, they look really.
And there they are.
Really good. And
followed up by Roanoke's finest, the Roanoke City Police Department, out here keeping everybody safe on the St. Patrick's Day.
Crowd control as well. We've been seeing them out just kind of guiding folks around. It's getting this parade underway is an undertaking in itself. Just the amount of people that come out, sometimes 10 to 20,000 people along the streets. Again, one of the biggest parades, not just for Roanoke, but along St. Patrick's Day parade along the Mid-Atlantic. So such a huge undertaking. Of course, safety a big priority for everyone as well, with so many people out here today.
And now we're back to that street view where we can see the New River Irish Dance Group from Blacksburg. Let's listen in and watch them dance for a moment.
They're going to be judged today in just a little bit. They're going to dance a little bit more down the street. Nice job, ladies and gents.
I love that. Ages 3 all the way through adults. So if you are interested in learning Irish dance, check out New River Irish Dance in Blacksburg.
So, Gene, it's always an interesting day when I was pumping up get some gas on the way in today, and you know that it's St. Patrick's Day parade day when you've got the guy next to you pumping up gas in a kilt. And I'm like, hey, we've been Irish today.
Luckily, it was not too windy this morning, if you know what I mean, if you know the legend of the kilts.
I know what you're
We won't get into that. This is primetime, daytime programming.
Keep it clean.
We'll keep it clean this morning. We will keep it clean. It is funny, though. The legs must be cold, though. We're in a kilt today.
Now, see, we've got the Roanoke City Police out there, K-9 unit as well out there, and they're still folks coming up too. Back behind that, in just a few minutes, we've got the Highland pipes and drums. We'll listen to them as we get a little closer too, but there will be no trouble hearing them. They're a really, really great sounding group, Gene.
They are. You may not be able to hear us, but you'll be able to hear them. That's one of my favorites on St. Patrick's Day, is to hear the music of the Irish culture and the Scottish culture with the Virginia Highlands pipes and drums coming up in just a little bit.
So it's a good thing it's not a windy day. Look at this, the stilt. I don't know, what are they called? Stilt walkers? Is that what they're called?
I think so. I think they are. And Brent, also, I mean, the pavement's still wet from the rain that we did have,
True.
but they seem to be doing okay.
They're professionals, Gene. Professionals.
I wonder in the course of learning this craft if there are ever any accidents and twisted ankles or anything like that.
Let's just say there's probably a helmet underneath those wigs just in case.
Hopefully so. I know.
At least there would be for me.
Don't try this at home.
Especially on insane days.
Okay, Brent, I have one more trivia question for you as we watch the parade continue.
All right, Gene, hit me
All
with
right,
it.
are you ready?
Yes.
Brent got the first one wrong, by the way.
Thanks for pointing that out, Gene.
Not that we're keeping score, but Brent, where was the first St. Patrick's Day parade in the United States?
I'm going to say
Okay.
that New York is a very diverse place. I'm going to say New York City.
The choices are New York City, Boston, or Roanoke. We know ours has been going on for 25 years.
Yeah. So I'm going to say New York City. I feel like New York is probably.
You're right.
See?
He's right.
I mean, it makes sense.
New York City, the first St. Patrick's Day parade held in New York City.
Roanoke is the best one, though.
I would have guessed Boston. I thought it was Boston. New York City. How about that?
But I feel like there's so many, so many parades. I know we've got a lot of parades, a couple parades at least going on in our coverage area today that we've been even bringing it to you. So St. Patrick's Day, a big celebration. It's even bigger when it's actually on St. Patrick's Day. So today we've got the parade and St. Patrick's Day on our Saturday. So a lot of folks probably coming out today to celebrate just because it coincides.
People get excited for this. And I told you I was out shopping yesterday looking for a green jacket, but so many people are out there scooping up green to wear on St. Patrick's Day.
Well, think about the businesses down here, too, and that rely on this. And I know they've got to prepare probably weeks in advance, too. We were just in a little coffee shop, and they had the Irish cream cakes. Not just one, but about 5 of them on display.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Let's head over to Nisi Payne. Nisi, we were just saying how much we love all of the green everybody's wearing, and I see the ladies you are with are decked out.
Oh my gosh, so decked out. I'm loving all the costumes that we're seeing today, guys. And when I saw this lady right here, this is Angela. Angela's dressed from head to toe. She is a leprechaun today, y'all. But that is not what she does during the day, but she has a great story of why she does this. So tell us about why you dress up.
I originally started dressing up because I work at Physicians to Women, Physicians to Children, and the kids just seem to really enjoy it when they don't feel good, and I'm the first person they see when they come up, and I do it for them. And today I happen to be working down the street at VIP Sports Bar and Bistro, so anybody wants to come down and see us, I'd love to see them, and I love seeing all the kids and the outfits out here. It's a great day.
Yeah, how long have you been dressing up for the kids?
4 years. I do it all. Every holiday, every season, I dress up.
Wow, that is what's up. Now, this is Michelle, her friend. Now, you dressed up today. Now, does Angela make you do that?
Sometimes.
All right.
You got to go along with your friends, you know?
That's right. Yeah, so we're having a whole lot of fun, guys, today.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's watch now as the Virginia Highlands Pipes and Drums. You were talking about those kilts, Brent. There they are. And I can't wait to hear these guys play it. It's moving to me when I hear this music. I don't know what it is about the bagpipes, but it's just beautiful to hear. Let's listen in.
The band
Virginia Highlands pipes and drums. And they're always there to entertain folks. And we see them a lot of different places too. We see them sometimes at local colors events. They'll come down and play as well. So they do love to entertain.
And look at the costumes, the elaborate costumes. It's not just the kilt, but the boots, everything that they wear has a significance, and it's just wonderful to hear them. And, of course, there's the flag.
Yes, this is the Ancient Order of the Hibernians. So this is an Irish Catholic fraternity which was founded in 5 Points, New York City, as you mentioned, Gene, in 1836 to guard, protect, and assist Irish immigrants. And with them today is St. Patrick, and their motto is friendship, unity, and Christian charity. These are the Ancient Order of Hibernians.
And that group formed to help Irish immigrants, as you said, Brent, as they were coming into the United States. And interestingly, here's an interesting fact for you. Speaking of, we know, how many people do you know who are of Irish descent?
A couple.
So many. 33.1 million Americans claim Irish ancestry, second only to German, and actually 7 times Ireland's population.
No kidding.
Which is interesting. So many people of Irish descent have come to the United States, and the culture certainly has come with them. Part of American culture now.
Yes, and Gene, I understand we have some very familiar faces coming up right after the Ancient Order of Hibernians. I don't know, but I understand that we should know some of these folks.
Should we stand up and salute Robin Reed when he comes down the?
Only if he gives us a T-shirt.
Oh, look!
Look at that!
Look
all
at
decked
that!
out.
Look who we have here!
Hey, so guys, so we've got Robin Reed. Let's see if we can bring up Robin's mic. Robin, what have you seen so far on the parade route?
I've seen happy people. I've seen people in green, and I've seen people freezing.
Okay.
And I would be one of those people that's freezing.
Yeah, where's your T-shirt, man?
Cold feet. It's it, baby.
Okay, there you go. I like the bow tie too.
Are we having a good time today?
Yeah, we're having a great time.
Excellent.
Great turnout. Showers have passed.
Yep.
Everybody's here with smiles on their faces. It's a good day.
It's all good.
Give away all those T-shirts yet?
I got to go hand out some stuff, guys.
All right. Good to see you. So we've got.
I see Kimberly McBroom. Look at Kimberly McBroom's green hair. One thing about Kimberly I love, she goes all out on holidays. If you've ever spent a Halloween with her or St. Patrick's Day, Kimberly loves to get in the spirit. Look at her socks.
Oh my goodness!
I love it.
She loves dressing up.
And she's having fun talking to all the children in the crowd. And Niecy Payne is behind her. But look at that green hair. Yeah. Kim, props for the green hair.
She's got a little stickers on her face. So we've got Kimberly there. Robin is there. We've got Christian Howman.
I see Christian Johansson, and I see in the distance, we'll probably get a different view from them coming toward us, but I thought I saw Tim Saunders out there as well.
So let's check in. I think we're going to check in with Niecy and see what's going on.
So, Kimberly, what inspired you to put on this green hair, girlfriend?
What inspired me is my Irish heritage first. Second, the weather. I didn't want to have to mess with my hair today. It's keeping my ears warm. And it's fantastic.
Yes, I mean,
I'm going to wear this Monday. This is going to happen.
You guys be ready.
Monday.
We're going to bring it like we've never brought it before.
It's going to be green. It's going to be great, just like this. I'm going to give this young man a T-shirt.
Give him a T-shirt, exactly. He's been waiting patiently out here. He needs him a DBJ T-shirt.
My favorite station is WDBJ7.
Ooh, and he got it right.
Yes, I love that. Yes. Oh my gosh, this is great. We are just having such a fantastic time here. Love you too.
Niecy, thanks so much.
The green hair.
Yes, I love it. I love it. It's going to take her a while to get all that green out of the hair. Let me just tell you.
I should have had that green hair to wear here over here. I wouldn't have had to worry about fixing the hair this morning.
I should have
smart girl. That
I should have dyed my gray patch green today. Why didn't I think of that?
Oh, Brent, next year. That's a great idea. Could you do it yourself, though? You might have to go to a salon. And I'm sure there is someone who would volunteer, a stylist out there who would dye your gray patch.
I'm sure.
green.
So you guys saw the Knights of Columbus Roanoke Assembly 1167 is a Catholic fraternal organization founded by the principles of unity, charity, fraternity, and patriotism. And they wish everyone a very,
the Knights of Columbus.
Yes.
My dad used to be a member of the Knights of Columbus. A wonderful group.
Yeah.
Doing good.
All decked out, too.
Next, are we on to the Celtic celebration, Kaylee King?
I think that's coming up in just a second. Yeah, we're getting close to that. Look at those cuties. Now, I love these little hats that these kids have today. It's always interesting to see what kind of costumes the kids are going to come out with. Beads, clearly these kids got in line for the suckers and the candy.
When you're 5, a lollipop in a parade. How much better could the day get, Brent?
Yeah. So we had the see, that's the Smith Mountain Lake Brandon Society, and they celebrate Irish heroes and heroines throughout the centuries, and understand that some of the members there are original to Smith Mountain Lake.
Oh, they are.
And then we've got Q99 coming out back behind that.
The big diner. You've seen this big diner heading out around town. Q99 coming out. We've seen Miss Monica and Zach Jackson down here at the parade.
From K92.
From K92. And here is the Q99 with Dick Daniels. And who do we have there, Brent?
Well, that's Q-Bear waving out there.
That's
That's not Dick Daniels. How dare you?
I don't know. It looked like Dick Daniels at a quick glance.
So if you guys, no, it does. So if you guys see this, this is the Q99 Cafe. They bring around to all the events, and a lot of times they'll bring them to the chili cook-offs and things like that. So, all right, so we got Liberty Tax coming up after that. Tax time,
Just
Gene.
when we were having fun, we're reminded it's almost tax day.
And you may have seen these folks. They a lot of them are on the sides of the roads, kind of waving at you down the street. Look at the sign flipper.
They say accuracy is guaranteed. They want to make tax day easier for us. So I guess that's a good thing. We won't think about paying taxes right now.
Look at this guy flipping the sign,
Look at
Gene.
that.
That is talent.
You know, we're going to see some baton twirlers later on, but who knew we were going to see this?
Well, he's the warm-up. He's the opening act for the baton twirlers. He's coming in. That's talented.
Oh, my goodness, that is talent. Next up, Help Save the Next Girl of James Madison High School. Trying to see if we can see them on your screen there. Oh, still Liberty Tax. Liberty Tax also getting decked out. They might, be giving Kim a run for her money.
I like that little convertible there today.
I do too. They probably have. What do you think? Do you think they have the heat blasting on their feet while they're riding?
Definitely. Oh my goodness! Look at that one. There's Lady Liberty there.
Lady Liberty and the Liberty Tax folks.
And there we go, James Madison
There
Middle
we
School.
go. I jumped the gun on James Madison Middle School. Help Save the Next Girl, an organization founded by the Harringtons after their daughter went missing, and now high school students, James Madison Middle, their organization there. Many schools in our region, and much farther out than that, have Help Save the Next Girl chapters to help women and girls stay safe.
Now, guys, we're in for a treat right now. I don't see where's the skates, although it is a little bit wet out here. And I understand you have to have special skates to be outside here. But this is the Twin Valleys Roller Derby, the region's only competitive roller derby team from the Roanoke Valley and the NRV. They welcome you. I think we know someone in that team. Leanna Scacchetti.
I think we do. I thought she was on with the other. Maybe this is a team. I thought she was on the other roller derby team that we have coming up. But either way, these teams have spunk. Have you seen when they are in the ring on those skates?
Yes, they're vicious. They're vicious.
Competitive
Gene.
is the word, Brent. Competitive.
Yes,
competitive. Not vicious.
Well, competitively vicious.
We were talking about the batons, the Liberty Tax with that sign, but here are the Southern Nets Baton Corps. This is 40 young ladies from the Roanoke Valley, from 4 all the way through 18. This group is sponsored by Salem Parks and Rec, and classes are taught by Natasha Flores. The Southern Nets are so excited to be a part of the St. Patrick's Day Parade. This is something they're going to remember for years to come when they march down the streets of downtown Roanoke to crowds showing their stuff.
And look at them. You know, it's always tough to do this because think about it. You know, a lot of folks have gloves on prepared today. These ladies can't use gloves and flip these things, so they're out freezing hands. I remember when I was playing the drums in marching band, and I was, holding on to those drumsticks in the freezing cold. Kind of like that today.
I don't think I knew you were in marching band.
Yeah.
I just learned a new tidbit about Brent Watts. You were in marching band, and it can be cold when you're out there. Did you march on the football field at games?
Yeah, games and parade. The Christmas parades were the toughest when it was so
Yes.
cold. But ladies are twirling batons. Sometimes they'll throw the fire around, and none of the fire today. So they're keeping it safe for
And look,
everybody.
these ladies have 2 batons, and they're really doing a great job.
The Southern
Nets, the Baton Corps, from the Roanoke Valley, smartly wearing black long-sleeve T-shirts underneath their green holiday T-shirts.
Fashionably green, just
Fashionably green.
Yeah, no, it's always tricky though. So many times ordering clothes for the St. Patrick's Day parades. Like, do you get long sleeves? Do you get short sleeves? Because you never know from year to year. One year it's 70s, the next it's snowflakes and 50s.
And I
40s.
love this little one bringing up the rear. The little and there's one of the other ladies. But yeah, I love seeing the 4 years old is the youngest. I love seeing the 4-year-old girls trying to keep up. So adorable. So adorable. Oh,
talented. Look at that.
It.
It takes a while to get those. I'm sure there's probably some bumps and bruises along the way to the forehead when you're learning how to do that. Would you not agree?
I would say so. Yes, I would imagine so. And I would agree with you, Brent. It's got to be tough to do that when your hands are cold. Because you really have to have your your fingers nimble as you're working that. Did you ever have a sports car? Were you one of those guys who were into sports cars, Brent, when you were growing up, or even as an adult?
I was into them, but I want one so bad. I would love to have one of these cars.
Would you love
right
a
now.
Mustang?
Yes.
Do you have the family SUV?
What's that?
Do you have a family SUV when you really want to have one of these?
Yeah, it's my dream. My midlife crisis coming up. But those are beautiful. This is the Roanoke Valley Mustang Club.
Celebrating 30 years in the Roanoke Valley. And they want everyone to enjoy St. Patrick's Day and also to be responsible. If I were to have a Mustang, I think I might want a white one.
I want anything that's a convertible. Because, I mean, you got to they got to be ready for the weather. You can take the top down, drive around town.
One day we're going to see Brent rolling into the TV station in a Mustang convertible.
The license plate, no rain.
I don't make the rain. I just forecast it, something like that.
Yeah, prediction, not production.
I think everyone's happy so far today, though, with the weather. Good job to the meteorologists. The rain has pretty much held off.
Yeah, I think it's a couple showers during lineup, but we expected those, and it wasn't going to be an all-day rain. Just pretty typical, a few sprinkles here or there, but. Looks like things have cleared up, and smiling faces, guys. That's the key. We had WROV came by just a few seconds ago, and we saw from them.
The Rock of Virginia went by. Yes, we saw them, and Representative Bob Goodlatte, a member of Congress from the 6th District, and his wife Mary Ellen also just passed by.
Yeah, now you're looking at Hargrave Military Academy. They're in Chatham, Virginia. The Marching Tiger and the Highlanders are under the direction of retired Air Force Master Sergeant Tyler Selden. This is the Hargrave Military Academy. Let's listen in.
Hargrave Military Academy Marching Tiger and the Highlanders under the direction of retired Air Force Master Sergeant Tyler Selden. Amazing listening to them this morning. Next up, Roanoke Catholic School featuring championship athletics, outstanding arts and academics. The school is home to 500 students. Did you know that? Pre-K through 12th grade. Students committed to blending learning with faith and faith with daily life. I'm a Catholic. I went to Catholic school for a few years.
Yeah. Hey,
little factoid about me.
Let's check in with Nisi Payne and see what's going on in the
Nisi.
parade.
Hey, you guys, this is fantastic. I mean, I'm loving the music that's happening today. I'm really feeling my Highlander pride today as I am here at the parade. I'm here with Jennifer. We've been talking about outfits. Homegirl has got it going on. Look, she got the leggings, she got the tutu, she has the necklace, she has the whole shebang going on. Here's a little tidbit about Jennifer. Jennifer is actually part Irish. Isn't that right, Jennifer?
It is.
Okay, so not only are you loving this parade, but tell us about what you're looking forward to most at the Shamrock Festival after this.
I'm looking forward to listening to the good music, just enjoying my day. It's a fabulous day.
That is awesome. Jennifer, thank you so much, and thank you, girl. You are working it today. All right, guys, I'm loving these outfits. Isn't that amazing?
Yes, Nisi, absolutely. Always love to see some folks that are Irish and all decked out, both humans and the pets, of course. We had Miss Roanoke Valley, Taylor Reynolds, coming by, Miss Roanoke Valley Outstanding Teen, Anika, and Teen in Training, Jaden Widener in the parade route today.
Princesses Tensley Boswell and Kylie Puckett, all representing the Miss Roanoke Valley Scholarship Program. Looking beautiful in this chilly weather. How do they do that, Brent? They're all like totally put together, representing Miss Roanoke Valley.
Looking good, ladies. Got their tiaras on. Now, back behind that, guys, we've got You can hear them in the distance. This is the Norman Fishing Tackle Choir. Listen into these guys right now.
Listen in to the Norman Fishing Tackle Choir as we head to break. We'll be right back with more from the St. Patrick's Day Parade in downtown.
Welcome back to coverage of the Freedom First St. Patrick's Day Parade. I'm Chief Meteorologist Brent Watts alongside Jean Jadhunt. And, of course, we've got Niecy Payne, who is along the parade route this morning. She is talking to some folks. This morning she's gotten a lot of folks not just dressed up, but actually Irish and dressed up.
Oh, Irish and dressed up. Niecy, you hit the jackpot, the pot of gold, if it were.
Guys, I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. I mean, first of all, let's just take a look at this crowd. I am loving this crowd. They are so happy to be out here. It doesn't matter that it's a little chilly outside. It is not going to stop the excitement that's happening right here at the St. Patrick's Day Parade. And I have some guests with me. They are just so absolutely adorable. You know, a mother and her daughter. How can you not love that? This is Shelby and Stella. Hey, guys, how's it going?
Hi, good.
Okay, so you guys, how are you enjoying the parade so far?
It's fantastic. It's a yearly event for us. It's a good time. So.
That is awesome. Now, I love how you guys get dressed up. Now, how do you like your little headband you got going on?
Yes.
I do too. I absolutely love it. Are you having a good time?
Yes.
Oh, so good. Well, I am so glad that you guys are out here. Enjoy the rest of the day, okay? See, this parade is for people young and old. Pets. Oh, hello. Oh, hey. Happy St. Patty's Day. See, we're just all having a ball out here.
Everyone is Everyone is really having a fabulous time out here today. It's just great to see so much spirit and smiles on people's faces. You know, we always hear about so many things in the community that maybe aren't so great, but on a day like today, there's a lot of good going on and a lot of fun being had out here.
Yeah, you saw the folks from the Roanoke Elks Lodge give Nisi a little thing of beads there, so they were there joining us. So thanks so much. Also, the Roanoke Leprechaun, Danny O'Baker, here today to make sure everybody's enjoying their St. Paddy's Day.
St. Paddy's Day. You have a good I can't do the Irish accent,
Just
Brent.
a wee bit Irish.
Just a wee bit Irish. Next up, we have the Virginia Bluebells twirl team. They are coming up next, so we're waiting to hear from them. Look at all those green outfits, though. Even a green panda bear in the spirit.
Is there any more green left in the stores around here after coming downtown? I don't see how there could be any green left in the stores.
It will be at 75% off tomorrow, Brent.
Yeah, true. Now's the time to stock up. So, guys, we've got all kinds of the Virginia Bluebells coming up, the twirling team, in just a few minutes.
The Air Force Junior ROTC from PH, Patrick Henry High School, also coming up.
There's the Bluebells.
There's the Bluebells. We knew they were here. They're from Vinton, directed by Kimberly Morgan. And guess what? They're the 2017 first place award winners of the Virginia Commonwealth Games. So there's some talent there in the Virginia Bluebells twirl team.
So coming up next, we've got the Air Force Junior ROTC unit from Patrick Henry High School. We hope everybody's enjoying the parade today. It's a 100-member marching unit, and it's commanded by Cadet Colonel Nellie Cardavis.
That's right, 100 members of this group from Patrick Henry High School, the Air Force Junior ROTC. And there they are. There's a little different view you can see. Marching along.
Gene, I don't know if you could tell by this right now, but the sun is popping out just a little bit now. So
I noticed it. I noticed it just sitting here. I see shadows. The sun is out here in downtown Roanoke. Brent Watts, you're going to be one popular guy out here.
That's to make up for the few showers that we had earlier that folks had to stand out in. But they were prepared. Everybody that I've seen brought their umbrellas and jackets. So
they were prepared. Do you know how much, you were talking about all the green stuff, how much is spent on St. Patrick's Day this year in the United States?
Billions? No.
5.9 billion.
Wow.
The average person spends $40 celebrating on St. Patrick's Day.
Well, I don't know whether it's just because I have two girls in my family, but every year they have to have a new St. Patrick's Day t-shirt. They can't just wear the same one they had last year that says, "Kiss me, I'm Irish." They have to have a new one that says, something else.
Of course not. They have to have a new one. You can't. That's so last year, Brent.
Please.
Come on. You know that. Oh, my goodness. 5.9 billion Americans spend on St. Patrick's Day, and I can tell you I bought a green jacket, so there you have it. And that's not counting, the food and drink that people will take part in today. Do you know, here's another little factoid for you. Guinness consumption on St. Patrick's Day compared to the rest of the year.
Oh.
An 819% increase in the consumption of Guinness on St. Patrick's Day compared to the rest of the year.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. 152.5% more beer is sold overall.
Wow.
How about that?
And that's folks preparing up today. That's all part of the fun down here today. Not just the parade, but a lot of festivities and the festival going on today. So a lot of businesses going to be booming this afternoon.
Corned beef and cabbage, of course, the big St. Patrick's Day meal. I'm guessing some of the downtown restaurants are going to have that.
Yes, ma'am. Now, coming up next, we have the Roanoke City Sheriff's Office. They're reminding everybody to drink responsibly today and not be out on the roads when you should not be. So just make sure you take care of yourself and take care of your friends, too.
That's right. The Roanoke City Sheriff's Office taking to the streets, representing, waving to the crowd.
So it looks like we've got one of their armored vehicles there. So many folks out here enjoying today. You're getting an overhead view. We had a lot of staff out here early in the wee hours of the morning. Putting up the cameras today so that you guys can enjoy this festival and the parade. Let's listen in.
Here comes the bagpipes, yeah. The Appalachian Highlanders pipes and drums from Abingdon.
They're formed in the early 1990s by a group of local musicians. They were interested in the bagpipes. I believe these are the ones that I ran into. They were gassing up, and they're wearing their kilts at the gas pumps today. I'm like, I know where you're headed, guys.
I wonder if Nisi can catch up with one of them and ask, do your legs get cold? They have knee socks on.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
These are pipers and drummers from Southwest Virginia, Upper East Tennessee, and also Southern West Virginia.
Gene.
Look at this.
This is always a hit.
Oh, the kids are going to love this.
I'm just worried I'm worried we might get lassoed by these guys right here.
Oh.
Oh, goodness, it's loud, guys. I don't know if you can hear, but it's the Kazim Shrine Clowns, of course.
Oh, my goodness. They're having a blast. And the Kazim Shrine Clowns have fun, but they also support 22 shrine hospitals in North America.
Oh, my goodness. Hopefully there's seatbelts in that thing. So usually the thing that you're seeing there that in the bathtub usually has some water pouring out of it. And even I've seen them in parades in the wintertime with water coming into the bathtub. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a malfunction, or maybe they did chicken out today. I don't know. The Kazim Shriners may have a limit.
I don't know. Oh, my goodness. I love this aerial view. Do you think that, I think those two are going to be a little dizzy in, in that one little tricycle vehicle that you have going there.
Yeah, good thing they didn't put these guys near the police entries. They'd be arrested for that maneuver.
Yeah, Roanoke City Police must have missed these fellas, group.
They'd be pulled over for that one.
And I don't know if you heard me earlier because it was loud, but the Kazim Shrine Clowns actually help support 22 shrine hospitals in North America. So they have a lot of fun, but sure is a worthy cause.
You know what? They give back to the community so much, guys. I mean, they're in literally almost every parade, big parade, small hometown parades, and they're very supportive of the community too. So we love the Kazim Shriners.
And I love seeing the wonder in children's eyes as they look up at those clowns. Just so cute.
So coming up now behind the Shriners, we've got the Dancing Art in Motion Dance Center group.
From Town Square Shopping Center.
And there are classes that are offered from ages 3 to 18 right here in the Roanoke Valley Art in Motion Dance Center.
And let's listen and watch their routine. Very nice. Ages 3 through 18, Art in Motion Dance Center from Town Square Shopping Center. Dancing down the street right now. Also on Jefferson Street, in the thick of it all, is WDBJ7 anchor and reporter Nisi Payne. Hi there, Nisi. How's it going?
Hey, guys. It is going great. You know, this whole parade has inspired me to work on, my steps. How am I doing? I'm loving it. And guess what? I got two guests with me. I have Reese and I have Tyler, and they are two dancing kids. Let me tell you. All right, so we're going to do a little dance off because they're brother and sister. Okay, Reese, show me your best steps. Yes. Isn't she amazing? Okay, there we go. Go ahead, Tyler. Oh, I'm loving it. And I'm loving the green shoes on top of that. Don't they look amazing? They have the steps this morning. So, Reese, what has been your favorite part of the parade so far?
When we saw the Elks, because we always go to the Elks every summer.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. What about you, Tyler?
Well, my favorite part was when we saw the clowns because one of them almost fell off. That was hilarious.
Yes, it is so much fun. We are having a grand old time.
All right. Thank you, Nisi. I love the answers. The Elks, because they love going to the Elks pool in the summer. We know what she's talking about. And then the clowns. The clowns are always a hit with the kids and the adults. Who do we have here, Brent?
Gene,
I like this.
This is the Antique Fork Cab, featuring Tim Shepard. And the Cab is a representative of the Fork Restaurant's Irish pub life. And a little performance there. They've got the jam box out.
This looks like a little Irish street dancing. I don't know. Is that what you call it, Brent?
Yeah, I choreographed this, except for the flip. I couldn't teach them the flip, Gene, but
yeah.
Listen to these. These guys are really good. Look at this guy.
I noticed one of the little kids in the background trying to do the same thing.
So the fork cab is the fork in, of course, with a lot of forks. The fork in the city, right?
Yeah, and the fork in the alley. And the fork cab actually takes patrons between the two. So you don't have to worry about a ride. And so you might see this fork cab zipping around Roanoke sometimes, and that's what it's doing.
And usually the people that get in and out of the club are dancing just like that.
I think they are.
Very cool. Always love to see those. So coming up next, Gene.
Look at, if you can see down Jefferson in this vantage point, Brent, look at that line.
Gene, we had one sports cars, and now we've got some more.
One thing I've learned about folks who love sports cars, they are into it. They shine these babies up, and they get them ready. We're going from the fork cab to the Corvettes.
The fork car to the sport car.
You got exactly. Wow, look at that first one there, that bright white.
Gorgeous. So this is the Star City Corvette Club, a huge Corvette club in our area. I had no idea until we started doing some stories with them. It's their 25th anniversary, and they promote local charitable children, animals, and veterans. So
they're actually, you know, they're doing good.
Yeah.
They have us. Look at Nisi is down there with those dancers. Hey, Nisi, you got some rhythm, girl.
Must be. We can have a little Irish step and a little hip hop too. So, what do you guys love about doing this hip hop thing?
I mean, it's life. This is what we do. It's a vibe, it's a great feeling, and we just love to put on for the people and just make people happy, man. It's all for the community. It's all for the community.
Yeah, and as you can hear, they are loving it, man. This is so much fun, you guys.
Nisi, can we see them? Let's see them more. I was going to see if they could do the flip one more time, but that was pretty impressive, guys.
I want Nisi to set that mic down and
look at Nisi.
Look at Nisi go.
I love it. I love it.
One thing I love about Nisi, she sure has fun on the job, doesn't she?
Yes. In fact, I'm surprised she didn't just leave the mic, drop the mic, and just go on dancing down the street
going.
with
We'll
them.
be like, Nisi, where'd you go?
Nisi's down the street. So we got the Corvette Club, always a great turnout for the Corvette Club. They, too, are in a lot of the parades across the Roanoke Valley, too. It's just such a huge showing, and they give back to the community, too.
A huge showing. While we are waiting for the next group, because we have quite a few Corvettes, I have a trivia question for you, Mr. Watts.
All right, I got the
ready?
last one right, so let's go.
He's 1-1. Number 3, which famous actor is not from Ireland? Which famous actor is not from Ireland? Your choices are coming up on your screen.
Okay.
Colin Farrell, Liam Neeson, or Ian McKellen?
I'm going to say,
Take a guess.
Let's see, I think Colin Farrell is, I'm going to say Liam Neeson.
Okay, Liam Neeson. And I wouldn't have known this one either. It's Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen.
Doesn't McKellen sound like an Irish name?
It does. That's why I would have.
Yeah. Not from Ireland.
What in the world?
Oh, boy.
Well,
we're learning something today, though.
I'll get the
all
next
together.
One. I'll get the next one back. Hey, so we've got JJS, WJJS coming up. You see them. They're wishing everyone a very happy St. Patrick's Day. It's always so funny because a lot of the radio folks are behind the scenes, and you hear them, but you don't see them. But it's always fun to see the radio folks out in the parade as well.
Oh, it is. Didn't you used to be a DJ, Brent?
Not on like the over the airwaves DJ, but I was a DJ. It's school dances and things like that back in high school. Back when we had to play CDs, Gene.
Oh.
And everyone was rummaging through my CDs trying to say, play this song, play this song. Yeah. Nowadays, there's no CDs, of course. They just look up the song. You just dream the song, and it instantly appears in your laptop.
It instantly appears. Give us a little Irish accent, DJ, can you?
We have a wee bit of music coming up for you, coming up in just a little bit.
We would have a wee bit of music because we have more music coming up. Look at this, though. Look at these cyclists.
So I believe
this must be Ride Solutions, encouraging you to be a bicycle superhero. Is this who we have?
Yeah, I think we've got a couple. So we've got the Allstate folks in between them. We've got the Lots Funeral Home folks coming up too. And then, you're seeing there the bicycles coming up in just a few minutes. Definitely Ride
And another
Solutions.
rainbow with a pot of gold being the theme on today, St. Patrick's Day.
So many folks out here today.
Ride Solutions.
Enjoying this.
Yeah. This is actually National Bike Month this spring. And Brent, we need nice weather to be out there cycling because snow is not good for bicycling in my book.
I know.
So Ride Solutions is out encouraging you to be a bicycle superhero. It's great exercise and a great way to see the area, and there's so many things to see in this region.
This is probably one of the best places to break out the bike. There's such a scenic views, a new vista every direction you go, and so many great things to see. So get out there on your bike. Check out the surrounding towns and cities.
And then coming up next, we have the Star City Greyhound Adoptions. So behind Ride Solutions, there you see the Greyhound, Star City Greyhound Adoptions. They've been rehoming retired racing greyhounds in the Roanoke area now for 20 years. So adopt your own 40-mile-per-hour couch potato.
Yeah, and they say that because they're such sweet, lovable, gentle animals. And, of course, they can fly, they can fly down the street if they wanted to running, but they're such sweet animals.
They can. And let me tell you about a story about my little sweet Sammy, who's about 19 pounds and a greyhound. Sweet greyhound is walking down the street, and Sammy, who thinks he's about 200 pounds, starts growling and barking and running after this greyhound. And the sweet greyhound just kind of wagged his tail and just, was sweet as could be. Meanwhile, Sammy's trying to be fierce.
I know.
They eventually both wag their tails and we're fine. But
they tell me they're some of the most gentlest animals.
They really are.
Yeah.
So if you need a pet, adopt your own from Star City Greyhound.
Yep. So we've got up next coming up in just a few minutes, we got the Roanoke City Democratic Committee. They're coming up, as well as Represent Us Roanoke.
St. Patrick chasing the snakes out of Ireland.
Oh.
That is one of the legends of St. Patrick. And there is controversy. Did he really chase the snakes out of Ireland? But we are going to see something depicting that with Represent Us Roanoke.
So guys, a lot going on today. Not just the parade. Of course, we've got a lot of folks continuing to head downtown to the market building, and a lot of going on today from family-oriented fun for the kids to, of course, some things for the adults to do for the rest of the day, too.
And look at that, how that van is decorated. I mean, they really, a lot of people, iHeartRadio, put a lot of time and effort into today. Look at Brent, you wanted skates. There's a lady who braved it and put her skates on. That's the Rail City Rollers.
Yeah, this is the only co-ed nonprofit roller derby team in the Roanoke Valley. So there is our skating groups.
And that takes some skill. Followed by the Radford University Highlanders Pipes and Drums, a traditional bagpipe and drum corps. They actually perform for campus ceremonies, the Radford Highlander Festival, and several community events, including this. Let's listen in to the Radford University Pipes and Drums. These are the Radford University Highlanders Pipes and Drums, the traditional bagpipe and drum corps wearing the red and black traditional kilts with their knee socks, keeping those legs warm on a chilly Saturday morning. If you're just joining us, we are live from downtown Roanoke and the 25th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. Brent, this has been going on for 25 years, and it just seems like it keeps growing year after year after year. It's like a must-do event in Roanoke. Everybody seems to come out for this, don't they?
Yes, you got to get your green and get out here. And if you're watching at home and you can't make it out today, of course, we're bringing you all the coverage. And we've got Virginia's Blue Ridge coming up. And we've got Niecy Payne, who is also along the parade route today.
Niecy.
Hi, Niecy.
Hey, you guys, I have the best guest because guess what? This lady, she's only been in the Star City for 8 months, so we got to give a big welcome to Roanoke to Dawn. I am so happy that she's here. So, Dawn, what are you loving about this parade so far?
I am so loving the energy here. The energy in Roanoke is the best. I am a travel nurse, and I have enjoyed my 8 months here so far. And I can stay until July, and then I have to leave for 3 months, but I'm looking forward to coming back to this beautiful city.
Oh, that is awesome. Now, you also participated in the Shamrock Run. How long did you run?
It's 3.1 miles, and it's a fundraiser for the Catholic school.
That is so awesome. Well, I'm loving the outfit. You are definitely embodying everything this parade is about. So, Dawn, we are just so happy you're here, and welcome to the Star City.
And thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Guys, isn't that incredible?
Yes, Nisi, always love to see folks dressing up. We've got so many entries this year. Over 70 entries, and of course you're seeing the Salem Baseball Booster Club there, the Salem Red Sox all decked out, not in red today, but in green.
In green, and opening day's coming up in not too long. There's Muggsy, aw, saying hello to everybody. Opening day, I believe, April 5th, Brent, that's coming up quick, and baseball will be played.
Let's check back in with Nisi. Oh, no, we're not going to check in with Nisi, but we're gonna see what's coming up. We've got the Commonwealth Coach and Trolley coming up very shortly. You're going to be checking in with them and seeing what they're doing. They pass by.
And the four-leaf clover is a big thing on St. Patrick's Day. Why is that? Now, in the Middle Ages, children believed finding a four-leaf clover would allow them to see what? Brent, this is a trivia question, and in a minute we're going to tell you the answer. But
see into the future.
Okay. This is trivia in the Middle Ages.
Oh.
Brent, see into the future. He's answering before the choices even come up. Oh, I like seeing the model railroad, though. We'll hold off for a second before we do that trivia question. Oh, the full screen is up. Okay, so in the Middle Ages, Brent, children believe finding a four-leaf clover would allow them to see what? Your choices are fairies, witches, and leprechauns. And if you're watching at home, Brent cannot see the screen that you're seeing, so we're not telling him the answer.
Well, clearly
Fairies,
the answer
witches.
is leprechauns.
Oh, and Brent, you're not. What? You're not doing very well today. But we're learning a lot. We're learning together.
So what's the answer?
It's fairies.
Oh.
And that's in the Middle Ages. That's what children believe finding a four-leaf clover meant.
Got you. Very cool. I love finding those. So you're looking at the Roanoke Valley Model Railroad Club at Virginia Museum of Transportation. They brought Cactus Joe's Train, and they're inviting everybody to come out and.
Oh, and that's a coffee and smoothie bar. Maybe they'll drop a coffee by our way, warm us up.
I like that idea.
I like that too. Is there any coffee on that coffee bar?
No sudden movements, dude. Muncie he was crazy over there a minute ago.
I need that guy's tie.
And that beard.
Behind that, you're going to see Mix 93.5, variety music. They've got afternoon host Danny Myers and Corey Crockett.
And then you have, there they are, Mix 93.5. There's Danny. Is that Danny? No, that's not Danny way up top.
I think that's Corey.
Oh, that's Corey. Is that Danny on the street?
Maybe.
And then behind the 93.5 van, you have the Kazim Shriners Fire Brigade. The antique fire trucks are coming up next, Brent. They have changed over the years, haven't they?
They have. This was probably, as a kid, my favorite part. I always wanted to be a firefighter.
Did you really?
Yeah, I mean, you just
doesn't every little boy want to be a firefighter?
Yeah,
at
man.
some point?
I think this was so cool. You got to see the Dalmatian. Maybe it was a Dalmatian in the back of the truck that was inspiring them too.
Yeah, we need Marshall from the Paw Patrol up there on the Kazim fire truck.
All right, guys, you may not be able to hear us for a second. We got some loud vehicles behind us. This is the Dragon Style Racing Club.
I think as soon as they came behind you, Brent, they revved that engine. They said, we're right behind Brent Watts. We're going to rev that engine, drown him out.
So nobody can hear me.
There you go. Monica, we'll get you down to Pike Peak.
I like that hat, though. I like the striped hat. Very nice, very nice. That is the Kazim Shriners Mystic, the Dragon Style Racing Club, followed by the Kazim Shriners Mystic Pirate Unit coming up next. We were talking about four-leaf clovers, Brent. Do you know there are four-leaf clovers out there? What your odds are of finding one? Have you ever found a four-leaf clover?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
1 in 10,000.
No kidding.
1 in 10,000 of finding a four-leaf clover. And in the Middle Ages, children thought that meant, fairies, right?
Yeah. It was so
Your
cool.
odds of finding a four-leaf clover, 1 in 10,000.
We would dig through the clover for hours at my grandparents' house. She had them back there, and we would dig it. Every once in a while, we'd find one. So.
Did you?
Yeah, it was so cool. It was the best thing ever. So, of course, you're looking at the Pirates.
the Mystic Kazim Shriners Mystic Pirate Unit.
Yeah, so they perform and raise money and awareness for the Shriners Hospital for children.
Oh, wonderful. That's the outfit to have on today, though, because that's like a lot of nice warm layers.
Yes.
And boots. They are very warm, the Kazim Shriners.
So let's check in with Nisi. Hi, Nisi.
I'm not Irish.
This is St. Patty's Day. You're Irish today. Arr!
I love it. I love it. Isn't that amazing? I think we could have a little sword fight, you know?
Walk the plank. Walk the plank.
Nisi's got the moves. Hey, she was dancing earlier and jamming, and now she's doing with the pirates. Say, matey, you're Irish today. Are you Irish, Brent? You are, you said.
A little bit Irish, yes.
Brent, wee bit Irish is Brent. Here's a Northside Help Save the Next Girl, the Northside Middle School group, spreading awareness to stay safe and make sure if you're leaving a party, if you're leaving somewhere, make sure your friend, you know where your friends are. That's one of the messages the Help Save the Next Girl organization tries to promote. Personal responsibility. Make sure your friends are safe. Don't walk home alone.
Stay in groups. Stay in groups. There's power in numbers, right?
There is, and you never know. Just one small move like that could actually really help and really save a life. Northside Middle showing up today for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. We have the Roanoke County Sheriff's Office coming up next. There they are. When you see those blue lights flashing, you know you're okay because we're here at the parade. You don't want to see those in your rearview mirror, though.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Also coming up, we've got the Western Virginia Regional Jail. They're hoping everybody has a safe and happy St. Patrick's Day. Drink responsibly today.
Yeah, and they're having some fun out here. The Roanoke City Sheriff's Department mascot. Look at those muscles. That's a lot of time in the gym, wouldn't you say?
Pump you up.
Pump you up for the Roanoke City Sheriff's Department. The Jamestown Pipes and Drums of Jamestown, North Carolina are here. So this parade has attracted groups, Brent, not just from our region, but this group, the Piedmont's premier pipe and drum band, is here from Jamestown, North Carolina. They're actually a competition band. They travel the Southeast to Highland Games festivals and parades like this one. And we're going to listen into them in just a little bit.
Yep. So their mission is actually to educate the population of the Triad and beyond so they can talk about the rich Scottish history of North Carolina throughout the use of Highland bagpipe and Scottish drums. Let's listen in to hear what they sound like there.
We told you earlier we were going to see some beautiful Mastiffs, and there they are. These are the Old English Mastiff Rescue of Virginia, dedicated to the rescue, rehab, and rehoming of these gentle giants. Look at how good these Mastiffs are being with all of the excitement around them. I mean, all the people, all the music, and they're just walking along so beautifully.
So well behaved. And of course, before that, we have the bagpipe group there exiting. Coming up in just a few minutes, we've got the Vikings of the Valley. The Vikings group, always a big hit at a lot of the festivals around here. I know they show up to local colors a lot as well. Look at the amount of people, Gene, here today.
Some estimate 20, 25,000 come down to the streets of Roanoke to see all of the different entries, including the Vikings of the Valley.
Yes, they're pillaging the Roanoke Valley since 2000.
Since 2000. You know, they were the two-time Best Irish Theme winners. Although last year was Greater Richmond Pipes and Drums for the Best Irish Theme. This parade is going down Jefferson Street right through the heart of downtown Roanoke, and then the groups take a right onto Campbell, and they go right down by the Market Building, and they end at Williamson. And people are lined up all the way from before Community Hospital, Brent, all the way down Jefferson Street. A huge crowd at the Campbell intersection, and then all the way down to the Market Building to Williamson. Let's head, though, down to to Nisi Payne, who hopefully is not being taken captive by the Vikings. Oh no, I see a familiar face. Hey, you guys.
Hey, guys. We got Justin Warren in the house.
Hey.
I am loving this, Justin. Now, look, we are both Highlanders, so we are loving this St. Patrick's Day parade. But, let's talk about that Highlander pride because you are full of it.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love this music. It's just reminding me of our college days at Radford.
Yes.
We're Radford University grads who went to Radford, and we're Highlanders, and we're proud of it. So we really love this music. Isn't this a great atmosphere?
Oh, my gosh, it's such a great atmosphere. I love it, and I love that you are decked out in your green.
And I'm wearing my necklaces. I mean, I don't wear necklaces that often, so
right.
I have to today.
I love it, Justin. It is so good to see you, friend.
See you.
All right. I love that. See, parades are for friends young and new, right? Old and new.
Good to see you, Justin. Yes, Justin and Nisi out today. Everybody all decked up for the St. Patrick's Day parade.
Justin Warren. A lot of representation from our local radio stations. 107 WYYD, New Country music fans representing today. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And you may have
107.9.
Gene, you may have seen the Shrine Clowns. These are from Central Virginia, the Central Virginia Shrine Clowns, having a great time today as well. They were just before then.
And the children, you heard that one child, they love the clowns. I mean, they make them laugh. Nothing like hearing children's laughter when they see the clowns go past.
So now you're looking at the lucky leprechauns setting their lines, yes, to catch goldfish. This is the Western Virginia Regional Water Authority, one of the winners of last year, the best overall. Let's listen in. Sounds like they're fishing. They're gold fishing.
They were the best overall winner last year. Will they win a prize this year?
That first float from Frida First was a tough one to beat, but I'll tell you, they always come in strong.
Next up, we have the beach bums. The beach bums. It's not really beachy weather, but it doesn't matter. They're having fun on the beach bum float. This is the Kazim Shriners Beach Bums on the Party Time trailer.
Yeah, there's always a party with these guys.
That looks like a tiki bar party if I ever saw one. And I like the parrot head type shirts, the island theme. And the shark car, Brent.
Yes, I'm thinking they've got some Jimmy Buffett in there somewhere. They're surfing.
They're surfing, and hopefully they're not going to surf and turn around and see what they see behind them, a shark fin.
Dun-dun, dun-dun. So cool. Can you imagine riding down the street in that thing?
Look at that. Did you see that when you were at the gas station today? That would be tough to roll in and fill up, wouldn't it?
I did not, no.
Just for fun. Oh my gosh, look at that. I wonder if they park that in their garage after the parade. Might not fit.
So next up, we've got the Star City Junior Roller Derby.
Oh, these are the young ones.
Yeah, so they're best known as
goodness, look at the moves.
The Quad Pirates is what they're called, the Quad Pirates.
I like it. The only junior roller derby team for girls and boys ages 7 to 17. And they're fearless.
They are. They practice at the Firehouse Skate in Benton. And they're always welcoming anybody that wants to come in and learn this exciting new sport.
Oh, and there they go. Oh, see, that's part of the routine.
Oh,
they have their knee pads on. They've got their helmets. They know what they're doing.
That's usually what I look like when I skate, is I usually spend more time on the ground.
I remember seeing you on the ice. I don't think I've seen you on roller skates. Maybe that's our next feature. What do you think out there at home? We get Brent on some roller skates. I think that would be fun.
For you, maybe.
Brent is right now looking at me, giving me the evil eye like, what are you talking about, Gene? Just be quiet. Pipe down. Did you see behind those roller skaters the Geico Roanoke Gecko?
Yeah, that's coming up.
The Gecko was right behind them. There's the Gecko.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, my goodness. Followed by the town of Dublin Police Department. Dublin, Virginia, I did declare.
I thought it was Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, no.
I was like, they came a long way in that car.
They did.
Serving the community. And that's what I think goes to show you how amazing this parade is. Brings in so many people from so many communities to celebrate this great holiday.
Oh, it does. It definitely does. As we hear the train, the choo-choo of the train coming down Jefferson.
These are the Kazim Tramp Unit of the Kazim Shriners. They're always looking for the best green in the crowd.
The Kazim Tramps from Roanoke, Virginia. Niecy Payne is down on the street here on Jefferson. Niecy, you were just having a blast. I keep hearing the word energy, energy. There is so much energy here this morning and afternoon.
Oh, yeah, I am loving it, you guys. I mean, this is awesome. I am standing here with 3 generations who have been coming to this parade for several years. We have Finnegan, we have Kimberly, we have Mary. Isn't that awesome, guys? Okay, so tell me, what do you love most about this parade, Kimberly?
Oh, I love how much variety of stuff that they have. Like, it's fun for adults, but it's fun for kids too. Like with all the trains and the cars, he loves it. And the noise is fantastic too. Even for the little ones, they get really excited about it. So
yeah, exactly. Now, Mary, I mean, isn't it neat to see that, you know, you brought your daughter to this parade and now she's bringing her son here. What's that like for you?
Well, it's really nice to share it throughout the generations and to show the hometown feel of Roanoke and how we celebrate the Irish culture, even if we're not Irish.
Yes, I love that. And you guys are Irish, correct?
Yes.
Yes, so you guys are so proud of this day, right?
Yes, very much so.
Oh, that is awesome. You guys, 3 generations out here enjoying the parade. It's a family affair.
Family affair, Niecy. It's amazing to see how this is being passed down generation to generation.
Hey, so we got a special guest with us today. What's your name?
I'm Angie.
Angie, how did you think the parade went today? What was your favorite float?
It was awesome. I loved all of it. It was just great.
So tell us what you're going to do today. What are you going to do afterwards? You're going to stay downtown?
I'm going to go down there at the marketplace and watch all the events because you got such great events going on. I just love the parade.
Good.
Took off just so I could have this today.
Oh, good. So you planned ahead. We love your costume.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent. Have fun today.
All right, you have fun.
Thank you.
All right.
Such a great group of folks today, all lined up the streets. And now everybody, you can't see it in front of us, folks are now, the parade is winding down, starting to head downtown, even more deeper into the city, and they're going to take part in a lot of the things because it's not just the parade, Gene, going on today. We got so much more.
The Shamrock Festival. The Shamrock Festival, I mean, it's an event that goes on until 5 o'clock this afternoon, and it includes a kids zone, an event zone for kids, and adult beverages for the adults, music from several different bands going on throughout the afternoon. And Brent, it kind of looks like the weather's clearing, so this might actually be end up being a really, really fun afternoon for a lot of folks.
Absolutely. Now, just to give you a quick heads up, there may be a few sprinkles or showers late today, but for most of the afternoon, it's going to stay dry. So get downtown. If you're just watching the parade wrap up, it's still not too late to come downtown and take part in all the fun.
And look at that huge ladder truck. That is the City of Roanoke Fire EMS Department, Station 1. That is the last entry in this year's parade. Niecy, what's going on where you are? It looks like people are just in droves heading down toward the restaurants of downtown.
Guys, this is so great. Do you guys feel the sun is starting to come out? The sun. It's so beautiful, guys. This is fantastic. I'm loving it. This is just wonderful here. Let's just take a look at the crowd. The crowd is so excited today. Let's give a wave to the camera, guys. Are you guys loving this? This is absolutely fantastic. We have the lady on the stilts right here, which, guys, you know, I have a hard enough time walking in sit-stitch heels. I cannot imagine what it's like walking through the parade on those things. I mean, isn't that crazy, guys?
All of these people on those stilts, DC, that is crazy. I'd love to see the aerial view of Jefferson Street now because people are just walking down the street now that the parade has ended and the street is closed to traffic. So people have just filled the streets. You can see behind us, people are just walking down the streets of Jefferson, heading to probably find some place to maybe go warm up, Brent. Maybe some hot chocolate.
Get some hot chocolate, some food, some Irish cream cake. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today for WDBJ 7 live coverage of the Freedom First St. Patrick's Day Parade. Such a great turnout. We're glad you joined us at home.
I know. We are glad you joined us. Thank you so much for being a part of our day. We appreciate it, and we thank everyone who took part in making the Freedom First St. Patrick's Day Parade a success this year. The Shamrock Festival going on this afternoon. We hope you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day.